Hello, in this video I'd like to give you a very quick demonstration on StepAhead reporting software. StepAhead is a very powerful and flexible reporting software. I use StepAhead to process the data from my customer to create very nice report very often. The reason is I deal with customers that are running various brand of CMM software such as PC-Dmis, Cameo, OpenDMIS, mCosmos, and CM Manager. And some customers require me to create report based on the data that they send to me. Because of StepAhead's flexibility and its power, I can easily create report. Doesn't matter what kind of CMM output that I'm receiving, as long as the output is text-based or Excel-based, and the StepAhead is able to import all these different type of a raw report from CMM and create a same type of very nice elegant spreadsheet-like report. So let's start. This is the StepAhead reporting software interface. So the first thing I usually do is I go to Tool, Settings, and I need to set up my template first. You can see under the template list you have almost all the CMM brands that are available in the market. So you can choose any of the CMM brand that matches your report format, and you can even customize the template, and you can even share the template with your groups if you put on a network. So let's first start with the PC-Dmis. So I'm gonna select the native PC-Dmis template, and I'm just gonna double click on this PC-Dmis, and you can see once double click it, that template has a little black mark, check mark beside it. So I'm gonna click save so that the StepAhead knows I'm using PC-Dmis template. And also the next thing is, in the same settings window, you can decide how many pieces you're gonna report in the same page. So let's say we try 3 pieces first, and also you can see that you can customize what kind of information you want put in your report. So you have tons of different information on the left side. You can add it onto the right hand side column so that your report will show these informations. And what you see right now is typically what I represent on the report to show the axis nominal plus minus tolerance and the sample measure data with the max deviation and the range, and then the OK and reject status. The range is actually quite important, especially if you have multiple parts. The range will tell you if these data are kind of close to each other, so your parts are repeatable or not. So let's say we try the 3-piece first, and we click on save. So really the first step is setting up your template and set up how many pieces, what kind of information goes on the report. Then the next step, all you have to do is import the data. So let's use the PC-Dmis sample. Let's say I just want to import 3 pieces of the data for the moment. You can browse through different folders as long as you click on add button to make sure all these files from different folders are added. And then once you finish adding all the files, you can click on OK. And you can see quickly StepAhead imported all the 3 pieces. Once it's imported into StepAhead software, you can see all the SPC chart is created automatically. So you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is import data, then StepAhead will process data automatically, give you all the information in this matrix. But the good thing is you can select whatever you want output and quickly create output. So in my case, because I've already set up all the design form, layout, so I just want to show you quickly how fast I can create a report of the data I just imported. So you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, you can see first the look of the output is very nice. It's color coded and with very nice lineup column with all the information, the file, serial number, and then the deviation, and then range, OK, and reject. And then the next step is I'm going to output to a PDF file. So pretty much with a couple of steps, 2 or 3 steps, you can easily grab the data and then create a report like this. Now let's say I decide to add another 3 pieces. So you can continue on importing data. So I'm going to add another 3 pieces that belong to the same program. Now this is important. You cannot add the report from different programs because the nominals or the tolerance will be different. So I'm adding another 3 pieces and click on add and then OK. So quickly StepAhead adds the extra 3 pieces and then updates all these SPC chart informations, the moving range and the mean and mean deviations. Now if I take a look at my quick preview, and you see I have only 3 pieces listed, but then you have the second page showing the next 3 pieces. But I really want these 6 pieces to be on the same page. This is very easy to modify. We go back to settings, and where we define the 3 piece, now we're going to say we want 6 pieces on the same page report, and then just save it. And then we're going to do a preview again, and you can see without any effort, by just a couple of clicks, you have the 6 pieces report laid out on the same page with all the same information. So StepAhead adjusts all these width and all these format automatically. It's not like Excel. If you have a formula set in the Excel math sheet allow you to do 3 pieces, to change that to 6 pieces, it's taken quite a bit in Excel. Or you have to create different math pieces in Excel for 3 piece, 5 piece, 6 piece. But in a StepAhead, you can easily change this just by changing the settings. So now let's try a different format. This time I want to use the output from an old format from StepAhead. So I have the StepAhead template. So all I have to do is find StepAhead and then just double click it. So make sure the black check mark is on and save. And the second step is import the data. So I'm going to import, let's say this time just 6 pieces, and add and OK. Now sometimes because of the variation between different tax reports, you might get some of the information that StepAhead doesn't recognize right away, but that's also easy to change. But let's just go ahead import, because StepAhead is very flexible in terms of accommodate different variations from your tax report. You can see the 6 piece is imported nicely and showing some of the out of tolerance status, and again all the histograms and different informations, they all updated quickly depending on the setting of your statistics. So the next step is I want just do a quick preview, and you can see in this case we have 6 piece with variations with some dimensions that are out of tolerance. So you can see in the right hand side the OK and reject status are updated to reflect what you have on these pieces, and all these GDNT symbols are created automatically to show profile, to show the true position. For the profile, it shows the deviation from the raw report, but at the same time, according to StepAhead, it will double the deviation to give you the final result for your reporting. So this is all done automatically. And let me do another example on StepAhead quickly. So I'm going to start a new project, and I'm going to import StepAhead. And this time I'm going to import like a great amount of reports. So I'm going to select all the files in this folder, and they are just a run data from the same program but with different informations, cavity numbers or serial number. So altogether I have 75 files selected. You can see that from the information shown here. I'm just going to add and OK. Now, we have a problem here, and I made a mistake. The reason is it says no measurement data found. Well, that's okay. I know the reason. The reason is I forgot to switch my template to OpenDMIS before I import the data. So right now this is LKDMIS. So obviously the raw data is different between the OpenDMIS and the LKDMIS software, but that's okay. All we need to do is make sure that the OpenDMIS template is selected, and we can save it, and then we can import again. So this time I'm going to select all the 75 files, say add and OK. And you can see it doesn't take that long for StepAhead software to import all 75 files with massive informations. So you can see that all the data in there and all the charts, SPC charts, and you can export to PDF instantly or print out even from this pop-up window. So you can see all the histogram, everything is updated. And if I do a preview, you can see right now, because I put 6 pieces on the same page, so I have 6 pieces on the first page, the first report. Then you have altogether you're going to need 16 different reports, because you need 15 different reports, because that's the 75 pieces will fit in. So if we go to the last one, it will show on the 3 files. So let's say we decide we want to try 15 pieces on the same report, so we have only just 5 reports. You can change that easily in the settings. So I can change that to 15 per report, save it. Now I'm going to do a preview again. Now I have only 5 reports, and 5 reports will make exactly 75 piece information. The only problem is all these numbers will be shown really small. So it looks like this is not a good idea, and I think I want to change that to 5 pieces per report, so I can have exactly 15 reports. This can be done very easily. I think you already figured that out. Just change the number to 5, save, and then preview. Now you can see this is a much better report in terms of visibility on all these informations. And then you have all 15 reports, and the last one should show all the 71 to 75. So you can see this is very easy to do in StepAhead software. Now another thing about this batch of file, because I have set up some tokens in my raw report, the raw data, which is using the bracket item 1 to match the blueprint blue number from the drawing to show the PPAP requirement. Now because of that, and because I tell StepAhead this is the token look for if you need to create a PPAP report, you can see here the PPAP tab. Because of the setting, when I click on PPAP tab, you can see automatically it switched to the standard AIAG PPAP report format. And then you can preview your PPAP report format if you wish. And this probably will take a little bit of process, because we're talking about processing 75 files with quite a lot of information. So this might take a couple of minutes. But think about the time you're going to spend on Excel sheet or on your own formatted document with 75 pieces. It's not going to be easy. But with StepAhead, you can see everything is nicely done in a very quick manner. So this just give you a very quick idea on how StepAhead software can process the output, the raw data from different brands of a CMM software very easily and quickly. If you are interested to know more about the StepAhead software, you can contact me, and I can give you further information regarding how this software works. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.